abysmal. Anytime now, internet.
Oh, there we go. Now it says it's live. Yay! Thank you for the delayed preview. The really, really delayed preview. Okay. Does anybody remember where we left off, since it's been only about 2 weeks since the last game?
Alanya tried to get her Alanya tried to get her memory back, and the guy's like, "No, sorry, things are better left this way." And she's like, "Okay."
Yay!
So that's
and that's all we got, right?
Pretty much. We also inspected the dead bodies and didn't find very much other than like a very gruesome sight.
Yeah, it was.
We found good information, but it's not really relevant at this time.
Yay! Okay, so any ideas on where to begin from here? Got it. Okay.
Well,
all we really have to go on is like that they went north. So
That is all you have to go on right now. Yes, you are correct.
oh yay, my boat is still there. Awesome, I just noticed that.
Lost
The guild didn't give us any more information last time, right? I'm still going over my notes from last time. Sorry.
No,
I don't believe they did.
they did not.
Yeah. They gave us little to no information. We gave them just a little bit too. Okay.
We shared kind of, maybe a little bit, but not.
Well, we're all kind of just grasping in the dark, so.
Grasping at straws.
Yep. Well, they don't know a whole lot either, so they're trying to find out the same information. They're trying to use you as information as well, so they need to know. Because knowing is half the battle.
Yeah.
Have we heard anything from the adventurers since our last encounter?
No.
Because they're antisocial.
Yeah, actually, they very much so are. It doesn't help their cause, trust me.
Mm-hmm.
Bunch of jerks, come on! Do something!
Call us in, at least say you didn't do it.
They don't even
Well,
know.
they probably don't even know about it, because nobody's talked to them in a long time.
I know, actually, that's pretty awesome, because they really don't know. I love it. I love that they don't know right now. What? Can't I have my own little happiness on that?
You're a GM, of course you're going to have your happiness at torturing your fellow players.
Yeah, torture is such a dramatic word.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. I tortured them. That's fine. I'm okay with that.
We're used to it. We got to make us tough, right?
Exactly. You gotta be tough.
So, we know that they're north, and remind me again on this map where the hell we are, because I've been staring at this map for the past few sessions. I'm just
We're
like,
in the main city,
I
right?
think we're in the monastery still.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Correct. You
we
are
were
in the
getting ready to
monastery.
head out.
so
They were last seen going north from here,
From the fishing village.
the fishing village, which
Yeah,
has a name.
last
It does now.
thing I know that happened is you guys were praying.
If I remember correctly, my
because
case,
the elder person was like, it may help you feel better. I'm just like, okay, yeah, whatever, I'll try, but it didn't really do shit. I still don't remember anything. I still don't like it. So,
Can't like it.
I don't like it.
I mean, I want my memory back, damn it. I want to know what the hell is going on and what the hell happened. Like,
Well, you can always opt for surgery. We can go that route.
ye old surgery. Yeah, that's that.
Yeah, I've heard if we just cut a little bit into your brain, it helps. I can do it. I've read books.
No, I'm good, thanks. I'm
Alright.
Because obviously magic wasn't enough poking around. We have to do the physical kind now.
Well, don't forget, any sort of memory that you get back the trauma comes with it. Don't forget that.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. I'll just take like my anger on any like humanoids I find. It will be good.
If you say any, I might have to shoot you.
Yeah, but should we all be on guard?
No, any guys, come on. I don't mean you. I mean other humanoids.
Yeah, you guys aren't humanoids. You're beneath that for me.
For fuck's sake. Okay, other humanoids, not including the group. Okay.
I don't think they're buying it.
Whispers to my ferret. These people are fucking nuts. They don't understand me. Jesus Christ, no. They talk to a goddamn person-shaped rock. No.
That's
It's
not
just
the
a-
weirdest thing you've seen. Admit it.
I know. But anyway, so I guess it's like, is it still that night or is it the next day then?
We could say it's still that night after you did all that nice praying and such. Because praying is good, right? Right.
Mm-hmm.
If you say so. I went and read.
Yeah.
I think I stared at them like they were idiots.
But you just sat there like, wow, really? They're doing this for how long? Seriously? Wow, they're still at it.
I'm going to bed,
We
though.
all try to make you feel better. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
I'm gonna go get a
Yeah.
snack. I'll come back.
Yeah, I went off to try and learn a new illusion spell.
The illusion's on you. No, just kidding.
I think the guy for the praying, I think, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I thanked him.
You know that one guy, the priest dude, whatever his name is.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm pretty sure I remembered, thank him for, like, his hospitality and stuff like that, so I'm not, like, being rude or anything.
Sure. That's fine.
As I fly away into the sky, I'm going to thank him for all the fish.
Crap, end of the world so soon?
If only you knew. No.
Aww.
So, okay, now it's, basically, you've got, the only thing you do learn, from after praying and such like that is that your current monk companion, is actually been pulled from the assignment, is now back at the monastery for a few tasks.
No, wait, you mean, Manji's character, right?
Correct.
Or no? Okay. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure Alania's just, like, still, like, not sure what to do or think.
So, let's see.
Is it possible to check with the guild to see if there are any other, like, sensitive missions going on with other, like, not adventurers, but, like, runners, basically? Something that somebody on the outside might be interested in?
Oh, okay, so what do you mean, like, different different tasks to do, or?
Yeah, like... I'm trying to think of how to phrase it. Because they're out there attacking guild members, and they seem to have our guild seal.
Correct.
So, maybe they're looking for someone who's doing a specific task?
Or they just strictly wanted our emblems and just found somebody that was really easy to eradicate.
Right, but they had emblems before they were reported, right?
They never said. What do you mean? Wait.
That's true. It was not said specifically, but that is a decent point that you bring up. That, yeah, how would they know? Right?
Restate your question. Your statement again, please.
Me?
Yes, please.
I'm trying to figure out if there are any other guild members who are out there adventuring, who are doing a like highly sensitive task, maybe that could be targets, but they're not sure who they are, so they're just looking for information. But that's why they killed the two they did. Like, is there any way for us to ask the guild master if, like, there's anyone he could pinpoint, or at least where they were headed, that could be a high-value target?
Well, if they're heading north from the port, the only road goes to the main city. So that's the main... the only good target up there is going to be the guild hall itself. And any members that are traveling around the guild hall. But you did bring up a good point that is actually very legitimate, is the fact that, you know, if they were going for guild emblems, why did they, you know, how did they get identified as guild members first? Which means they probably already have guild emblems then, correct?
Yeah. Or at least knockoffs that look close enough.
That's possible too.
So you're proposing that they would have to have had the guild emblems before, and that's why they knew that they were such a key component? I'm not following that train of thought right there.
I'm trying to figure out if it's any other couriers who like are doing research for the guild or anything who were out on the road, who might not have gotten word of this yet, who could be targets.
I get that.
It's possible. There's a lot of different guild. I don't want to necessarily call them jobs. Basically, there's a lot of guild jobs that are going on at a lot of times. It would be if there's anybody stuck on the road, that's possible. But the thing is that if the guild members, or even the initiates, the ones that are trying to get in the guild, or are people that are just assisting the guild, they don't always work for the guild like 100% of the time. Like, they can have other jobs and do other things, or have hobbies and, you know, things like that too. So people moving around may also not be on record too. That is a possibility. So, but if you ask, then the answer right now is no, and all the people are told to go back to the main guild hall at this point. For the members that aren't currently working a job, is to go to the guild hall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That still leaves a lot of people out in the field.
Well, yeah. Well, you've got a cleric at the old garrison. You're now going to be leaving your monk at the monastery, and there's a few other individuals here and there that, you know, have tasks. So, you know, there's even a rogue in the port. So,
Some veggies.
But otherwise, it's... Yeah, right now, that's basically where... I don't know where you guys are at. So we've been able to determine now that you think that maybe they've already had guild emblems or knockoffs, for whatever they might be, and then they're just appear to be attacking, or possibly looking for information or something that could be a target. Correct?
That's what I'm thinking, but...
Okay. Why did we think that they had knockoffs? What exactly led us to think that?
That's just my offhand thinking, because like these are easily recognizable skills. So from a distance, I'm assuming you can make one that looks halfway decent.
Oh yeah. But just
So
because they were able to get into the guild hall and so forth, but
Maybe just to
like-
confuse like patrons on the street. Like if they were fakes that they were seen with, then that would kind of explain why they're going after guild members to get real ones, in a sense. But at the same time, I believe Xanar said that they at least were like name badges on them, maybe? Like there was some way to identify who they belong to.
yeah, so they said their names on the back of them.
So that would only hold up for so long.
Correct.
Is there anyone that I could... Like, I assume I'm still in the library.
Yes.
Is there anyone around that I can talk to?
Yeah, there's several people that are studying in the library.
Is there, like, a head librarian?
There is someone that is acting... There's a couple people that are acting as librarian aides, and you don't know if they're head librarian or not. They're all like, priestly, so none of them have really important markings to you.
Then I would go up to one of them and be like, hello. I had a quick question.
Yes. How can we help you?
Well, we're looking for some people who have done some bad things. I was wondering if anyone here had the ability to scry.
I do not know. I'll have to ask. That is not a service that's usually done here through the library itself, but I honestly don't know if anyone's ever scried before. So that's something new for me. I know that we've looked into potential future and such like that, yes, but actual scrying, I don't know. I'll have to go ask.
Alright, well that would be wonderful if you could.
Okay. He goes, just wait here and I'll be right back.
Will do. I'll just continue reading my book.
So, and then this Alkalite leaves the library, and he's gone for probably about, I want to say about 45 minutes, and he comes back, and he's like, "Excuse me, I believe we do have one priest that can do scrying. So, is there something in particular you're looking for, or?"
Will he take audience, or is he busy?
Well, he's busy at the moment, but he's has a list of tasks to do, so I'm supposed to try to help him determine its importance. I don't know how else to say it, sir.
Well, there's a group of adventurers who is going around killing guild members. I do believe that scrying, if I remember correctly in my books, does require either some knowledge of the person or some item of theirs. So if he is busy, I will go proclaim or procure an item of theirs.
Okay, I will let him know what it entails, and I will. Will you be back here at the library then?
I will come back to this monastery. Yes.
Okay, then I will see you back here at the library as soon as I get my answer.
All right. Thank you very much.
And he leaves again. So what are you looking for then?
If I don't believe any of us have any items of theirs, but I do remember a certain chest in a weird port town somewhere.
Ah. Well, let's see. Do any of you know about any of the current guild members, the actual adventurers?
Besides
No idea.
Elena?
besides me,
That's true. You may have some insight on that. If you I don't think you're as a player you might remember, but your character might remember.
well, what does she need to remember and know about them? Like,
Oh, what are you going to try to? Because she wasn't a part of that team for a while, so she might be able to assist you there. on trying to find something to use.
Actually, wait a minute. Couldn't we just use Alanya?
She would kind of look at me like, what do you mean you use me for what?
Oh, sorry. I should probably go back to the group.
Yeah.
I'm just like sitting there in the library, like, maybe
We
we
should
could use
use
Alanya.
We need you as a spell component. I don't think that'll fly very well for her right now.
You're not gonna make me be older bait, are you?
Possibly, but that's later in the future.
Yeah, that's neither here nor there. Not right now.
There is a priest here who can scry. For you non-magical folks, scrying is the ability to see the location of a certain people or item or things like that. Anyways, I was thinking that we could use Alanya. You have been with a group of adventurers.
Yeah.
The group of adventurers, correct? As there's only one group of adventurers.
Mm-hmm. And you're... Get to the point here, my friend.
Well, you could possibly be used for or aid in the scrying of these people.
So what, you're just gonna like stare at me and figure out stuff? What?
More like the priest will probably use like either like place a hand on you and use your energy or use your thoughts. I don't know.
She would just kind of like raise her brow at him. It's like, okay.
Hey, if I could scry, I'd do it myself. I don't know any of it. I just know the basics.
I mean, I guess it wouldn't hurt to try. I mean, I have this like quiver with me too that I got from one of the other guild members, one of the other adventurers.
That would work.
Just don't hurt it because it, you know, and be careful because you know the dried blood and everything on it, and just.
Oh yeah, here. Let me. I prestidigitation. I'll clean it.
And she just like frowned. It's like I didn't say to clean the damn arrows. I like them that way. It kills things quicker.
All right, let me undo that.
It's like, you know, I
Control-Z.
thought about actually doing it to him, but he never actually got back to me on that. So I guess. Oh well. But yeah, where is this person then? Because I'm coming with, because that thing ain't leaving my sight.
As far as I know, he was busy, but I'm sure we can go and wait for him to not be busy.
Lead the way. Lead the way, pointy ears.
Nice.
I'm not sure being a health elf would permit you to be able to say that.
I guess I'll go back to the library with Alanya in tow and find that same acolyte.
I mean, we both have pointy ears, but his are more pointy, so I can kind of like say that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll try and find that acolyte.
Okay. He does come back. And,
Right.
So what he wants to do is he's like, well, okay, then I found that, what we can do is we can, there is one priest that could possibly assist.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm not sure exactly what's going to be required.
Well, I can assist it in any way that's possible.
Okay.
I think.
I think. Let's see. Oh boy. I'm having some issues here real quick. I'm trying to grab something here real quick. I'm having Man, this is irking the crap out of me. Okay, so, okay, he's like, okay, so the priest will be available in about an hour to try to assist with the scrying that you want to do.
Sounds good.
Okay.
So,
Just relax here then, I guess.
sure. I can come back over here to get you, or however you want to do this.
I'm just following him. He knows more about this than I do. I just have the item that may help, so it's really on him.
Yeah, we can wait here. I'll pick up the book that I was reading to try and learn illusion magic.
Yeah.
Just
Alanya
let's
would
keep reading it.
Alanya would just kind of like stare at the bookcases, like,
Yeah.
She's gonna pick up like a random book from the shelf, not even look at the title, just kind of like flip it open, like, I guess I can read something. I don't know.
Yeah. Read something.
Well, I mean, considering, let's see, her intelligence is an 8, so that might be an issue, actually.
Yeah, that's gonna be rough.
Okay,
Point towards the kids section.
Towards the kids section. Wow.
Actually, is there a kids section? Because she
No.
probably see like interesting titles, like random things, like, oh, this looks cool.
There is
There's
no
all the-
kids section, no.
Well, all the big word things is just like, okay, this is boring. You know, she's lived most of her life outdoors. She hasn't really encountered much in the way of libraries and crap like that. You know, she's more street smart than book smart.
Okay. That's true. You are more street smart than book smart.
But she is going to attempt to learn something from a book she picks up. I'm going to say that. So,
Okay. Going to attempt to learn something from a book you pick up.
do I have to make a roll for that since you're like?
Yeah, well, no, you're not really gonna need to roll
Yeah.
for it, because it's gonna take time.
Yep.
So,
That's why whenever we're resting, I'm reading.
Yeah.
they actually, if the interesting part is the new Unearthed Arcana talks about training. So, and what you can do, it's part of downtime.
Yeah.
So,
Forgot about that.
yeah, there's a lot of good downtime stuff on there. So,
Which one's that under?
it's just the downtime one. It's the latest. I forgot which, and they actually have training. So,
Unearthed
Keyword as best as she can.
Actually, wait. Doesn't this have dates? Yeah.
so okay. Now that I got access to my files I wanted to, it's been irking the snot out of me.
They can catch darts. Can they catch arrows too?
Missile weapons, yeah,
Ooh.
but it's just training. Nothing super serious. Just
I
training.
know. Actually, she'd probably like follow Urkleek and kind of like toss the book down. Like, okay, I'm bored with this. I'm gonna go do something else.
There's not enough pictures.
Didn't say I was aiming at them.
Hey, that's how they practice. That's that's their sparring practice. They only try to block them
They
away.
got the little dummies somewhere.
They do. They do as well. But it's one of those things that they, they're willing to. If you want to, they're also willing to train so they can block the darts and things like that. Since you're not as familiar with the blowgun, and the darts hurt a lot less than an actual arrow.
Sure. Moving targets are fun.
So if they do get hit, then it turns in, and they actually get hurt, then it's just for sparring fun, obviously. So, but yeah, they do have dummies and such like that as well.
Well, if the monk wants to try, I'll practice.
I said the monks did. I said the monks can catch the darts. So, okay, let's close that out. I don't need that anymore. Boom. Okay. All right. So, okay, but currently, let's see, the monastery. Okay, so we're just gonna skip ahead real quick to that half hour so we can start doing the scrying. Cry can do the scry, and I don't know about anybody else. Anybody else going with or no?
Well, I guess I have to come with because the quiver.
Okay, that's cool.
I'm sure they could fill me in when they're finished.
True, very very true. Let's see. Come on.
Would he be doing that while she's looking at him, or
She's walking away.
you kind of like hear like the noise? That's like
Man. Okay. So you guys sit down and so you're gonna use the quiver, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you go to use the quiver, and so unfortunately for you, the quiver's been in your possession for quite some time now. So,
That's true.
but it is an item. It still could work. So, and he starts the scrying process, and his domain is magic. That's the reason he's able to do this. So it's some of the magic he's chosen in his ways, in his path. So, so he's working on this. He's working on the spell. He's weaving the spell, and then he casts, and he's looking, and he's like, "I cannot see anything. I cannot find them." Either this person is no longer in the amongst the living, or this person is in a place where I cannot view them.
Sorry, I thought it might work because it was someone else's.
Would that definitely like work though? Is there any way to like know that perhaps Elenia wasn't a good item to scry with?
Or the quiver, at least.
That could
Yeah,
be
I
a
was just-
possibility.
She would
I was
offer
just
you can scry on me if that helps at all. I don't know if it will. I don't know anything about this magic stuff, but I mean, you used the quiver, it didn't work. What about me? I was around them.
But you're not an object of theirs. You are not. It's not a possession.
Yeah.
It could be a possession.
Wow.
Well, see, you would be able to. You would have a better chance if only you knew how to scry.
What did he use to scry? I was only half listening because I was looking up what scrying was.
He has
He
a
used the quiver that I got from
from Maddox.
the
Scrying.
quiver I won from him in an archery competition.
Who?
Maddox. I beat him in an archery competition. I won the quiver off of him, much to his disliking, but
Wait, say the name one more time.
Zynar, will you help me, please?
For you got the quiver off of Maddox.
Yeah.
Okay. How does what? That means it doesn't belong to him anymore. It belongs to you.
That is correct.
Do you have any?
Seeing as my character's not there, I'm asking this out of character. How long, on average, does a possession, quote unquote, belong to someone if you're carrying it, like magically?
Well, okay, so the way the magic works is that if something is given to you or like willfully given to you, then it turns into your possession as soon as you get it. The advantage is that Maddox didn't really willfully give it to you either, as you kind of took it almost from his cold dead corpse because he didn't want to give it up. But so that is an issue because you can carry something for somebody else. It's the way the magic, it's part of the magic thing. But so technically, the possession could be an issue because it is not his anymore. That could be the problem.
Because what I'm thinking is something Cry was running with earlier was if we go back to the port town and happen to find something that is potentially the adventurers.
I was going to ask if I can be helpful. I guess not.
There's
No,
some
it's not-
background for. Yeah.
Okay. If it would be theirs by the time we got back, because it's like a 2-day trip, isn't it?
Yes.
From the monastery to the port.
I
Okay.
think it's a little longer than that.
Well, 2 days there and then 2 days back. So
Okay. As long as the home brewer wants to open the wood. But she's
Okay.
doing she should.
Yeah, it would take you a few days. So yeah, you're gonna look at almost a good chunk of a week to go get those items and come back. You might be able to find something that could
Or-
scry at the port too.
Wait,
I
is
had a
that
thought.
ship?
Martian,
Wait,
can you draw? Like, do you have memory of what they look like?
Yeah, I mean, I lost my most of my memory. But I do remember what they. Well, I guess let me run through the DM. Do I remember what they look like at the very least?
Yes.
Okay, thank God. Because I was gonna say if you were gonna say no, I was gonna like cry. But yeah, I can draw what they look like.
I'm imagining these stick people.
Oh God. Oh no.
It's like I wish I could sketch it real quick and show you guys because my mental image it's beautiful.
I picture you. So
Just like the half orc, she's gonna have big lips and burly arms and stuff sticking to her person.
that's awesome.
Just draw one really really short stick figure for the
For the gnome. No, that's mean.
No.
That's terrible.
draw one of them as a rat because I remember he transformed into a rat the one time.
Yep.
Nah.
That's okay. He's Druish. But yeah, there are a few other you have good memories of them as far as picturing them and such like that.
So yes, must I draw them? Must I roll to draw them well so that they actually tell what they look like?
No, you can explain it. It's fine. It's one of those things that can be used. That knowledge can be pulled for you, and you can be part of the ritual to scry.
Though, just out of curiosity, I want to see what I would have rolled if I would have had to perform.
Had to perform?
Perform as in draw, just out of curiosity.
You mean
What would I-
craft?
Yeah, craft a
And
drawing?
it
Do you
It
perform the
would have
drawing?
been,
Do you
it would have
craft the
been
drawing?
mediocre, but it would have been okay. It's a 10.
Well, I believe you craft a drawing, not perform it.
Would it be craft? I guess so, yeah. Then there is no craft
That is
on here.
correct. There is no craft.
Cry, you're getting Pathfinder confused with D&D.
Well, D&D started with
I'm
craft
just
first,
saying.
but you'd have to have proficiency in artist tools, aka inks and brushes and such like that, depending. I'm proficient in sculpting tools. I shall make a sculpture of them. I get my hammer and chisel, and we get to work.
30 days later, I'll tell you what the first guy looks like.
But just half of his face. So,
Well, I will thank our priest here.
okay. He's. I'm sorry I couldn't help you any further.
Well,
Why were we having you draw them again?
well, because It's just like another part of scrying. If you basically, it's like anything that connects to the person will help.
Mm-hmm.
If you had a lock of their hair, for example, it'd be even better.
Yeah.
That would be creepy if I had a lock of their hair, but okay.
That would be creepy. Why are you carrying this?
Why weren't you not more obsessed
can
with
we,
your previous group? Seriously.
More obsessed.
Can we like frisk Alanya and make sure she
Wait,
doesn't-
whoa, what?
Give it up. I know you're hiding it.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
She's got to have something.
I have no recollection of this.
That's
I'm not
awesome.
seeing shit, boss.
Most you can get is like ferret fur that rubbed off on me.
It's all this white hair everywhere.
Well, alright. North we go?
Well,
I mean,
Train.
west.
west, yeah. Northwest?
Do we avoid the city so we don't get locked down again?
That might be a smart idea, just because.
I think that's kind of operating outside the rules of what they wanted. Do you want to put hit lists on us too?
Yay! I mean, what?
No.
Well, who would he send after us? No, I'm joking.
Who knows? City guards.
So, Gia, what did you propose? Sorry.
I was saying that we probably should just avoid the main city so that we don't end up on like a lockdown like we were going to before. Like we were before.
Yeah, Cry's right though. That's exactly what they told us not to do.
Yeah.
Well,
Since when do D&D
They said
adventurers
check
listen to
in.
reason?
And
Reason. Ha! There's no treasure in reason.
they said
that's
check
the
in
thing.
and what?
There might be more life though.
I mean, it won't take that long. We'll just check in and say, all right, we didn't find anything at the monastery with the bodies, so now
Yeah.
we're moving on north.
True. Okay.
I mean, here, I'll even start writing the paperwork for it on the way.
Yay, paperwork. I filled out the forms in triplicate like I'm supposed to.
Actually, we'll take one of my papers to work on that paperwork.
Yay, paperwork. Okay, so you
Man,
guys are head.
now we only have 8 sheets left.
Oh no! Gotta stop putting kick me signs on your compatriots. No,
I can't help it.
stab me here. No,
I do it in my sleep.
that would be a funny compulsion.
That would be a horrible compulsion.
But you have to draw an anatomically correct map on, and put it on their back so they know exactly where people can be hit to do maximum damage. I can't help it. It's just what I do. But okay, so you guys are gonna head back to the main city to basically report in, correct?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kind of have to.
Okay, no, that's fine. As you guys are leaving the monastery, you're gone for maybe a couple hours, and you are hearing something on your walkie-talkie, but it's muffled
Would this
because
lead to a
it's
murder?
it's in a bag.
I guess we pull it out. And
So it's like, what's it saying? You can't tell. It's muffled. It's in a bag. I skipped that part.
Sounds
Yeah.
like a murder. Quick, answer it.
Well, okay, so the one thing that they it's Guildmaster, and he's like, okay, so we have some new news. They were as I think was reported, they were seen leaving north from the port, and they've actually gone east. We have
Headed towards the peat farms?
actually that would be west. The P farms would be west.
Oh, sorry.
So-
Yeah, east.
Yeah.
So
wait, so going
So they
toward
head
the
towards
monastery,
we found?
we don't know if they're using the main roads at all.
but they're heading in the direction of the monastery, though. Or at least that direction.
Yeah, but they're not. If you haven't seen them, that means they're not there.
So who gave him that information?
Well, we did have a few. We do have a few guild-friendly people throughout the area, of course, and we did receive word from one of our, I guess it'd be allies, would be a nice way to put it, that a group kind of matching the description. It was at a distance, but was seen on one of the smaller roads going east. There's a lot of random homes and such near the shoreline and around that area, so they might be looking for something else. I don't know.
Wait, new info of seeing a group down by the water's edge?
Yes.
Oh shit. Dude, we gotta get over there.
I'll follow you.
Dude, there is a kid and a mom that need to be protected.
Oh, the kid you bond. Oh, shit, yeah. Yeah, let's get a move on for that then.
Man, I wish I knew teleport.
That does come in handy. That gets unlocked at a different level, right? No. That gets unlocked for different reasons by different people for different groups. So, for right now. But there's a lot of things you guys have seen on the shoreline though as well. So, but okay, so you guys head out, heading towards Steve's house.
Hey, Steve.
Yeah, Steve died though, so it's not really Steve's house anymore.
I made a reference to something and no one got it, so I'm just gonna not do that anymore.
Yeah, why isn't it her house now? Jeez.
Well, technically is, but that's the only thing is it's, the reason why it's called Steve's house is because everyone remembers Steve's valiant effort to prevent his family from dying. So, actually, it was a person that played a one-shot, and he wanted to screw over the party, and it didn't work out. I just used it in the story in a different way. I turned him into a martyr instead. He was I don't know if he was upset about it or not. But, hey, his character's dead, doesn't matter. That's what you get for jumping in a one-shot. I've only had two...
If I recall, he was quite pleased by what happened actually after he left.
Kinda, yeah. The other party member was not when he was found dead on the road. He was very upset that he was killed.
Well, I'm not surprised actually. But...
So that's the best thing. Don't just expect, don't expect us to leave my games without any sort of ramification. I've actually been pretty nice these last, Mondi left, but, he's got, his scheduling isn't working out for him and that kind of stuff, but so, I'm not going to just kill off his character. I'm going to leave it open for right now, and, Ken's character, same thing, the cleric. He's busy, real life, if he wants to come back, that's fine, but if it's going to be one of those that it's permanent, he'll never come back again, then yeah, I'll use him as a plot item. I mean, why not? Why shouldn't I? So if somebody help me make him a perfectly good NPC I can kill off for story elements.
Huh.
The heck is that?
That's the A Steve thing. It's from Homestar Runner. I want to draw it on the map now because it's Steve's house and
No.
You've at least heard of Homestar Runner, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, Steve, that thing. I don't mind me. I think of random stupid things when people say things. My brain is dumb.
But yeah, we should tell the guild that we're gonna go over there.
Okay.
That's all you, fearless leader. You're other on.
Yes.
Okay, so headed to the shoreline. That's what you said.
They
Yeah.
found out they were heading east.
Mm-hmm.
Was there an updated description on them, or no?
No, it was actually from a distance. So it's actually worse than the one that was from the fishing village or fishing town.
God damn it.
Like more vague, you mean?
Yeah, it's because it is more silhouettes, not actual. But it's just the quantity, the size of one of the party or the couple of the party members, because there is a half orc and a Goliath in it in the adventurers set, so it kind of sticks out a little bit.
Yeah, I think we should definitely check it out.
So, yay!
Group is so decisive tonight.
Yeah, I know.
Very decisive.
You should know that Alania's pretty complacent unless, like, she has a strong feeling about something. Like, right now it's like, okay, let's do this. I'm with you. Because remember, she has, like, no recollection of, like, the good past few, however many months, weeks, where the hell it was that Zinar said. So she's just like, I'm just gonna go along with this because, my brain is just elevator music right now.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Well, I kind of imagine that's what Alania's, like, brain is doing right now. It's just, like, trying to remember things from the past. It's like, nope, it's not gonna work.
Because whenever I try to think of the past, it's only elevator music.
I mean, until her memories come back, then it's gonna be like anguish and like death metal and like blood and yeah.
Sure.
Well, you said with memories comes anguish, so yeah.
Well, no, that's fine. That's you.
But anyhow.
So that's all the information that the guildmaster had for us.
Yeah, that's it. That's the new news that he got.
Okay.
So.
One question I was curious about, looking at my notes. Did we never found out the names of the two victims?
No.
They don't know who they were?
They're not. He's.
If I remember correctly, they couldn't really be identified.
Yeah, it's only. They believe they know who they are.
Yeah. This is
That's so sad.
So they're actually working. They're working with one of the members of the that's actually a wizard. But the problem is that they are uncertain of his cooperation because he doesn't want to cooperate because he's a necromancer.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he's not quite on good terms with everybody, but he's also he's not really a bad guy either. It's just
he chose the wrong field of study.
Not necessarily the wrong field of study. He just chose an unpalatable field of study. So, and he makes it a point to bring it up every time they need him for something. He's like, you need me now. You need the dark wizard, don't you? So he turns it into an issue.
Oh, so gonna slap that
He's
guy.
one of those characters.
Yes. Well, and it's one of those things. It's a lot of it's politics too. You got to think about it that way. It's a lot of politics. So he's kind of
It's okay.
yeah. Yes. Question.
I'm just picturing it like the cleric aspect of it as well. You know, it's like, well, now you want me.
Yes. Oh, sure. You don't believe in my God, but when you want to be healed, you do, huh?
Was he from the tower, but like got kicked out?
He actually wasn't kicked out at all. It was just he actually spends more time in the tower because people don't want him around. Because they only think of death and, you know, that he's going to raise the dead and he's going to create a skeleton army and zombies and all this other stuff.
Okay, I was just curious if I knew who it was.
You said that, I just immediately thought of the spooky, scary skeletons thing.
So, but he's a dwarf for one, and he's already cantankerous to begin with. So
aren't all dwarves cantankerous?
Well, that's kind of the point, and and he's also from a somewhat forbidden school of magic, even though it's really not. And necromancy is not inherently evil, so. And he has to keep bringing that up, and whenever he does, he gets sour about it. Like, right away, instantly. He's like, oh, really? Oh, now you need the dark wizard that's going to rain, death upon all the people. To do what? Oh, talk to the dead? I'm kind of busy.
So, having been in the tower for a little bit, would I have known him?
Yes.
Okay. It's like, oh, that dwarf guy.
Yeah, he really is an asshole. So he'll eventually come around, but right now it's like he wants something. Oh, you need me, huh? Well, make it worth my while.
Yep.
But so far he's only done, like, for your knowledge from being in the tower, he's only done about 2 things that have been frowned upon.
Okay.
So, but he insisted that it was required for his studies in his studies to be able to expand his knowledge. And he wasn't going to continue down any sort of dark path, but he needs to do certain things to unlock certain secrets.
Yeah.
So.
Honestly, Eldathos would understand that, but.
Well, it's the rest of the people that don't.
Yeah.
So. And it's because also necromancer, it's just rumor, conjecture, always, people gossip, it's that necromancer, it's a necromancer, that kind of stuff, so.
Yep.
He's just not appreciated by most people. Especially by those that don't understand. So, but he's allowed in the wizard tower, no problem. He actually stays there a lot, because otherwise people actually has his house was burned down. So So he has a reason to be bitter. And I just made this all up on the fly.
Honestly, that doesn't surprise me.
New York?
We need it right now. Okay, good NPC. Good, done. So, he would, again, if everyone came out and apologized to him kind of a thing, it would go straight to his head and he would help out.
Yep.
But we already know that's not going to happen. So, but he does know his stuff.
Nope.
So you do know
they
that.
won't listen to me, so might as well move on.
Yeah, because you're a beholder guy. No one's going to listen to you.
Oh, no, because you're a warlock. You're not a real wizard.
I was discredited from there because it's a long story. We're not getting into it. Anyways, moving on.
So, your skills as a researcher, though, are still always, appreciated. It's just, they don't care so much for your magic talent.
Yep.
So, and because, he doesn't have to pray to some outside source to get his power, of course he's going to belittle you about it. Or whatever.
Hey, I don't pray either.
I know, but that's,
.
Again, misinterpretation. It's the same thing. Just as he gets misinterpreted as being a dark wizard, warlocks are just another kind of cleric.
Yep.
It was a full moon.
Yeah, I don't pray. I'm afraid.
So, But I think I'm just, I gotta keep realism in the characters that way. So there's just general misunderstanding, because some wizards don't understand sorcery or the warlock world at all. They're like, I don't get it. What do you mean it comes naturally? That's a bunch of crap. It takes hard work, dedication, and study to master magic. So, that's how that works.
Yep.
So, anyway, so you guys are basically heading to Steve's home, right?
Yep.
Cutting across the country.
Kind of like, why don't we cut down to the shore and then go west? See if we can intersect.
That would be good.
Is this all woodland?
It is. Let me see here. Partially woodland, yes. So I have not drawn in the trees, unfortunately. So I gotta.
Is it thick, dense tree cover?
Oh yeah.
Towards the shore, no, not at all. Let's see.
I say we cut across country. Might save us a
Hell
little
yeah!
bit.
Hearing that, Alon used to be like, yeah, let's do it. I can lead the way, guys.
Copy.
Are those trees by Eldatha's house?
Yeah, jeez.
They weren't there before. That's cute.
Well, my house is all alone out in the.
We know you're antisocial. You could just say so.
Forested area, mostly. There's some trees, obviously. Yay, third grader drawing. Look at my ugly trees.
I think these are better trees, just so you know.
That's gonna take a million years to get all those trees everywhere.
Yeah.
And then there's a...
I mean, it could be worse. It could be...
an opening, because there's a druid...
I'm on Josh tape.
There's a trapper area there, which I did not draw in. Shape. So there is another...
There's a tree for your map designer.
Oh,
That looks like a square.
That is a square.
Oh, the one that says tree. Okay, never mind.
Yes.
he was governor of Montana. I got Montana.
Boink.
I was actually just about to remove that myself, but you beat me to it, so that works. Thank you. At least you didn't remove my boat. That is true. My lovely boat.
It'll be gone here shortly. Don't worry. No.
No, but it's not doing anyone any harm. It's. Besides, isn't that boat actually still there, off of beyond the cliffside?
Yes.
So it shouldn't go. It's still there.
Or is it? Is it still there? Could it be gone? We don't know. Dun dun dun. What?
Makes me think of that theory where, if you don't physically see it, it doesn't exist.
Well, maybe.
Just hurts your brain a little bit.
Well, we had a nice long talk about the Mandela effect, so it could be I could start doing stuff like that. If everybody knows what that is. Okay, I take this as a no.
What did you say, Eric? Sorry, I was reading.
No, no, the Mandela effect.
Mm,
Anybody know what that is?
I've heard of it. Yeah, I've
You should also
No.
be vice president.
So basically, what it turns into is that Nelson Mandela. You know who he was, right?
Yeah.
Slept
When-
down vomit.
When did he die?
Don't know.
Just a guess. Don't look it up. Just a guess.
Mm-hmm.
50, no. I don't know, 50 years ago? I don't fucking know. 20 years ago? I don't know.
See, Nelson Mandela's only been dead for a few years, but people seem to think he died over a decade ago.
Well, I may a guess in the dark.
No,
so
but
you can-
The point being, that's it. That's where it came from. The Mandela effect came from the fact that people thought he was dead longer than he really was, and that also turns into part of that effect is when in Star Wars people remember, Darth Vader saying, "No, Luke, I am your father," when actually he never said that. The actual line from the movie is, "No, I am your father." Not Luke, I am your father. But people seem to remember that it's Luke, I am your father, even though that never happened. They call it part of the Mandela effect. You remember something, but that in your mind is as real as it can be, but it's not.
Oh, like the Berenstain Bears spelling difference.
Correct.
That's part. Oh god, that fucking mess. Okay.
So, I really want to start using that in a game, but people will hurt me, so I'm not sure I want to do that.
So you like having friends, right, Eric?
Yeah, I do. Just like I won't run a time travel game because that's gonna mess with people too much too.
Oh gosh, that would hurt people's brains.
Yes, it will. So, but alas, we're not doing that today. We're actually doing our our other. So, anyway, because time travel is not an option unless it's moving forward in time. There will be no back time travel here.
I don't fear time travel.
I had a game that would make people's heads spin, and the campaign started where it ended, and will end where it started.
Yep.
It would have been glorious.
Just watch the characters crash and burn.
No, actually, what was going to happen is that because of an artifact that was found in the very first game that the players needed to have, for some reason needed to save or whatever, is actually a time travel artifact, and because of it, the players have been able to go back in the past to help themselves out. So, for example, there comes a time when there's a werewolf that was an enemy, and the players are looking for something to defeat the werewolf. They don't have anything that's silver, and then literally search an area again, and they find a couple things that are silver when they already searched that area once before.
Mm-hmm.
That would happen regularly, where clues that they need will just magically show up, because what happens is that player characters are going to start dying, and they go back in the past to fix what was broken. Over and over again.
So it's Groundhog Day in a nutshell.
No, because the days don't repeat. It's what happens is event will have happened, players have died, the other ones go back to fix it, and you guys are playing the ones that are having the fixed timeline the entire time. Until at the very end you finally go back to that room where you found that artifact to destroy it to stop it from happening. Pretty messed up, huh?
A little bit. I can just imagine the notes for that type of campaign.
It would have been awesome, because the thing is that people are like, no, there was totally not a silver dagger right here. Why is there a silver dagger here right now? And it would turn into a big conspiracy issue the entire time. When it's just the players helping themselves in the past. I thought it'd been great. I thought it'd been, it would have been a really fun game to mess with people's heads. So, and then, like I said, then the last game would be them going back in the past to destroy the artifact that allowed them to go back in the past. And therefore completing the cycle and destroying the cycle at the same time. And that would be it. That would end the game. I think that would have been a very fun campaign to go through. And everyone else is like, God, that's horrifying. I hope he ever does that. Am I right?
Just the concept of it's hurting my brain already.
Yeah, just a little bit.
So it would have been one of those things that would have taken a lot of effort on my part in some ways, but it's the players that would have been really, they would be kind of suffering but having fun at the same time. So, because one point there, someone's gonna say, look, I didn't find it here, but I'll just turn around and it's right there, like right now. Oh my god, why is it right there? That kind of stuff.
Their sales are only on tires.
It'll be
in
great.
stock. Tires.
So, but anyway, no time travel. So through the trees, through the hills,
Okay,
and the plains, fight through the monkeys, and the anteaters, and the sloths, the sloth tribe.
Leave the sloths alone.
But they all have haste cast upon them. They're now moving at normal
So they're moving
speed.
at normal
Yeah.
speed.
Normal speed, yeah.
They attack with lightning quickness. For sloth. So, are we gonna stop by? Are we gonna stop by your house first, or are you gonna skip that and just keep going on?
If it's okay with everyone, it'd be nice to just make sure nothing's happened to it for a moment.
No, that's
You
fine.
can stop by there for something.
Yeah, we could stop by.
That's fine.
So
We can stop by
there's a
that.
good kindling in this house. All these books. No. No. So that would really suck. But okay, cool. No problem. You guys can easily stop by and, drop things off and change things out. Have an actual place to stay besides just your, hanging out in your tents or or your sleeping bags, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I just want to double check, make sure all the old protections are still up
Yeah.
and whatnot.
That would be a good idea.
Like oh god.
I guess the big question is how long you've been registered, with the guild. Has it been for a long time? Has it only been for a little while?
It hasn't been for in our background. It hasn't been for a long time. It's So it's fairly recently.
Okay.
This is an old, the house is an old heirloom of the family, like you said before. No, I got kicked out of the wizard's tower because they caught me. So I'm like, all right, well, time to adventure.
Well, that's why you don't get
Wendy.
caught.
That's why you don't get... Yeah, because that always works out that way perfectly every time. Just throwing that out there. Don't mind me. So, okay, but, no, I just didn't know if there's anything in particular you may have wanted to do or not. Where is that? There it is.
No, probably just drop off any books that I don't feel like carrying at the moment and pick up some a couple more pieces of paper.
Okay, that's cool.
Just to have a few.
So much.
Do you have any lead ink at your house?
Huh?
Do you have any lead ink at your house?
No, I don't. Unfortunately.
And for that, it was horrible. Absolutely, completely horrible. So, but anyway, okay, no problem. You guys have, how much rations do you guys have? What's your food status?
I'm good.
We can eat here for tonight.
I know, but
Have
just how much? Because you guys
a
are
little bit
You
left.
guys are traveling. That's the reason I bring that up.
I still
Yeah.
have 9 rations
I'm
left.
down to 6.
Well, it's going to go through a few more days traveling, so
Yep.
How many days?
How long have we traveled so far?
I don't want that. Let's see here. About 25 miles, 65 miles or so.
So no one knows they're there.
It's a couple days.
That's that's a few days.
I mean, if we hoof it, that can be like 2 days.
Probably closer to
I mean,
3.
I can walk a mile in 20 minutes in real life. So 65 divided by 20 minutes times.
You're also not walking through forests.
Yeah. Well, my character's a ranger, and she kind of used to live out in the middle of nowhere, so she's good.
Yes, you can travel.
The rest,
Sure, you are.
Your
the
character.
rest of you guys. But we also have a bird.
You and Ark are fine. But
Yeah.
I'm fantastic.
Yeah. Like, I imagine Alani and Arkleek are just, like, miles ahead of the other guys. Just like, hey, what's up, you know? And it's like, they look behind them, it's like, oh, yeah, they're still back there. Whoops.
I screech overhead every now and then like an eagle.
Yeah.
What the fuck with y'all?
Caw, caw. I mean, you should do it deliberately that way. Caw, caw.
Ooh, ooh.
Yeah. Whoo. Who? Oh, well, I don't care. I'm done now with that. That'd be kind of funny, too.
Everybody dance.
So, okay. And of course, those that are watching the stream, you really can't see what they're typing, so...
That's like the side role playing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish, the only thing that really is frustrating is the fact that they actually can't see it, because it's just so small and not clear enough. I wish there'd be a better way for it. There should be. In my opinion, there should be a better way for it.
Is it possible to?
Cumbersome, Alania.
Is it possible to take your stream
seems,
and have a smaller window focused on the
It's
chat?
not actually.
I could. I'd have to find a way to
no.
see if I can strip that chat out somehow and, keep the map separate.
I found a picture of it before. I need to find that picture again to show you what it looks like. Because she doesn't just have like a legit deer head on her. It's like just like the antlers. Oh, here it is. I found the picture again.
It's just the antlers.
No, it's like antlers and like a bit of like leather, like decorated stuff. It basically looks like this. I'll put in the group chat.
Which people watching the stream can't see that other. Yeah, I see. I remember that.
Well,
Joyce.
That is awesome.
well, you can link it in the stream then, Zynar. Jeez.
It's pretty cool looking.
Yeah.
Oh my god, a beast! Kill it!
Wow. Wow.
My people like watching the old game channel.
Just remember, Ellie, +2 to humans.
Good thing
Wow.
I'm not a human. I'm an elf.
Humanoid. Humanoid,
see?
though. +2 to humanoid, so.
There's a lot of polyester going on.
But there's like nothing in sight on the way to my home, at least.
No. It's a nice, easy. Well, not really easy, the fact, but again, there's not much around as far as animals, except for smaller animals and such like that. So.
Or if someone decides to mistake Alania for a deer because of the headdress. I'm looking at you cry,
Well, it's a good thing I don't have a gun or bow.
I mean, I could do some casual hunting.
Yes. I mean, no. Why would you do that? Never.
I'm still kind of guessing that because like Arkleek is now like back with like Fearless Leader, that Alania's just kind of like going ahead, just kind of like enjoying being back in like the wilderness.
Sure. You guys aren't on the official road, so there's some.
Yeah, you can take point.
Yes. Go ahead, take point. Yeah, I mean, that's a great idea. Yeah.
Yeah, take point. And she just like darts off, and everyone's like, shit, having to follow her. You see her like leaping over rocks, like, nothing, and it's like, huh.
So if you're pointing, then you should at least be mindful of the people following.
Well, she's not trying to be non-mindful of you guys, but, this is like home away from home, for her, because the forest and like wilderness. So she's just kind of like in her own little mind right now, but she will stop me like, yeah, I should probably wait for them.
I really should know.
Okay, just saying, if she did get too far ahead because she was too caught in her own thoughts, Shay would definitely say something. Slow down, we need to stick together.
Alright.
I got distracted. Did you say we see anything, Zach?
Lots of trees.
Yeah, well, the trees start thinning out by the time you get closer to the shore. Well, not the shore, but the water. And it is mostly cliffs type, so it's a fall to your death, if you're lucky.
But, like, looking around for any, signs of adventurers and or people of adventure-like nature.
Adventure-like nature. Sadly, no, there isn't. So, which is unfortunate. But, no, again, civilization is a little bit different, so, there's a few homes and houses here and there, but you don't see, it's not like there's a, trail of death and destruction, or anything like that, so, as you travel through. And again, you get to your...
When I'm in... Sorry.
And as you get to your house, it's, your house is in good standing order, well, that's the way you left it. So, and you guys can all take a break there, obviously. So, if there's anything you guys need to prepare specially or anything else while you're there, that's fine.
When we were traveling, did I see anything that looked like it could be wildlife disturbances from the air?
What do you mean by wildlife disturbances?
Like, max, like, influx of birds taking flight in the area? Anywhere?
You
potentially loud people traveling through the woods, stuff kind of?
No, nothing like that. You do notice that the birds are migrating, though, north.
Damn it.
Hey, Arcleek, your friends are leaving. No, let me shut up. Let me shut up before I get a blow dart to the face.
Maybe one of the
Wow.
Yeah.
Just wow.
Yeah.
They were.
Man. That's terrible. That is absolutely terrible. So come on, you gotta come back. You gotta do a comeback about that. Like, hey, aren't you kind of making cookies for me yet?
Wait, what? Cookies? Oh, what? Because elf?
Keebler elves make cookies, so make a cookie.
Yeah.
Make me a cookie.
What?
You're an elf, make me a cookie.
Hey, Ellie's more of an elf than I am. He always says I'm a half-breed, so ask him.
Then give me a half cookie. Then make crackers.
Oh my God.
Where's my townhouse crackers? Or whatever. I don't know.
I wouldn't trust them. They use weird chemicals, those have.
Yeah.
What the hell is maltodextrin?
The only multi I like is drinking. I don't know this other stuff. Maybe it's just fleet-footed malt? I don't know. Maltodextrous? What? I don't get this weird... This must be wizard speak. Actually, if you think about it, some people would probably say that back in the day. Like, what is all this stuff? This is all wizard talk.
Once again, look at Ellie then. It's like, nope, it's all him. See, I don't know none of that fancy schmancy magic stuff. That's all him.
Yeah, you don't have any spells.
Oh wait, no, I do have spells, but they're simple. I wouldn't really call them spells. They're just kind of like...
Oh no, they're spells. Your higher level stuff, they're spells. They're totally spells.
all I have are level 1 spells.
For right now you do, but I'm just saying when you get higher levels, it's not like just a blessing of the wind that gives you, that guides your arrow. No, it's full on magic. So it may look right now like something more benign, but just like everybody else, the higher level of spells, you're just like, yeah, this just doesn't happen. This isn't one of those like, oh, random happenstance if I was blessed by the wind blowing my arrow. No, that fire that flew from my hands just immolated a huge group. That had nothing to do with the wind or anything, except for the spread the fire. So, you need a perception check for if you're going to look around for any sort of disturbances.
Yeah, just making sure everything's cool at his house for him.
Add some kindling here and there. No.
Maybe.
Why are you lining my house with dry leaves? For insulation. And you really see nothing. Like, there's really been no activity. But if you think about it, the house itself, even though it's been there for a while, it does not look inviting.
That's even more reason for the neighborhood kids to go look at it.
There's no neighborhood.
Somebody's gonna find it.
Oh yeah. Well, it's on a old worn path, so it's not quite really a road.
And this is Ellie's house
Correct.
that we're talking about. So of course his house would look like this. God, freaking poor. Can't trust those full elves nowadays. You really can't.
It was built with an older architecture in mind, so.
Okay, and then it's just been underlived in also, so it's like that's also what makes it creepy, or what?
Well, there isn't a lot of activity. Most of the windows aren't open. All the curtains are drawn on the inside, that kind of stuff. It's just, or closed and everything. So it just does not look inviting, at all. So
I feel compelled to open a couple windows and air it out.
Don't you dare touch them.
And then the books and papers just go flying.
This house is well climated for the books.
You have to find the one room that he's reading in and just open all the windows in it.
but that's basically what it's like. It's one of those that it's not like the outside vegetation isn't well kept, so it's a little overgrown. It's just, but it doesn't look like it's like the house is completely unlivable or anything. It's well maintained. It just doesn't look inviting.
It's not approachable. Okay.
Yeah, I mean the inside is totally clean.
I could have watched Face Off.
But the outside again, it looks a little like
It looks sketchy.
oh, what is that movie? There was a really good movie that would really kind of picture that. I can't. I think it was Tomorrowland. And
Yeah.
like
yeah.
if you've seen Tomorrowland, it was George Clooney's house.
Yeah.
Where it
Yeah.
looks like somebody does live there, but they don't care that much about the outside. There's stuff there. It's okay. Obviously the inside is well maintained, but the outside, meh. So that's kind of what I was picturing your house to be like, where it's meticulous on the inside, everything's great, and the outside is just, I'm not impressing anybody. Who cares?
Mm-hmm.
There's not like a moss or a vine that's growing on the house that's breaking into the, eating away at the mortar between the bricks and stuff. That's not happening, so whatever, who cares? All types of games. Take a bite. How do you keep this place so clean? Yeah, that is a good question. How would you keep the place so clean when you're hardly there? Well, if there's no dead flesh falling off of a human, or
With the book.
You see,
Yes.
and like, kind of like as I'm saying it, like I have to make sure it's okay with Sayonara, but I, in my mind, picture that any good, outstanding magical person would always have unseen servant around a house.
the house itself may be enchanted for it too.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Do you have a house out?
any respectable magical person would have an unseen servant.
Correct.
But I would basically like be in the middle of explaining that and like have it like carry like something across the room to me, like some food or something. Or actually, yeah, I'd have it move. I'd have it move a couple books
God.
off of the
No,
table.
And it sits there, and the kettle all of a sudden starts, and tea is starting to be made. What is going on? Nobody touched the kettle.
Place is haunted.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean it's not a elf or anything. You can't see it. It's
Spew. Yes.
it's an unseen magical force that does typical everyday house things.
That should be a thing. I'm surprised, in all honesty, that a lot of the magical items and things in D&D, in Pathfinder and stuff like that, they don't include things like, an enchanted house. How you can enchant your home to have unseen servant and stuff like that. Why do they not have that kind of stuff? Because obviously, people are going to want that.
Yeah.
It adds flavor. It's not like, oh, I have this +3 sword of killing everything. No, I've got this, what'd you spend your money on? My house cleans itself. It does my laundry. It makes my food for me. Wait, you didn't get any super armor or anything? No.
Yeah, you're nuts. I'm not going out adventuring for my whole life.
Yeah.
I'm staying here.
So that's legit. In my mind, that's like a legit investment for any player character, any respectable player character. But maybe that's just me. I don't know.
I love having a home to return to.
Was that like a snide remark at someone?
Well, remember, the wilderness is your home.
True, but it's like still, what about other people? They might not have a house to return to. Hmm?
My home is the community.
Your
Just-
home is what?
Eat a box.
By race, my home is the community, basically.
Yeah.
So anybody had a newly opened refrigerator? You need your box.
Fuck off.
Ooh, newspaper.
Oh my god.
I got a milk crate yesterday. Now I got a chair.
I need those magazines to line my clothes with. Give them to me.
You just find him like chilling on top of like a building. It's like, okay, this is home for now.
Somehow I grow a beard and I'm like, get the fuck out of my yard.
Wow.
Meanwhile, yeah, Alania's just like, my house is wilderness, the forest, anything outdoors. It's kind of big, but it's nice. It's cozy.
So you're just as homeless as me.
So is the druid.
What was that, Blue?
I said, so you're just as homeless as me.
I am not homeless.
This is so sad. This is so sad.
Instead of looking for cardboard boxes, she looks for empty trees.
Yes,
Trees,
hollowed
old
out trees,
Yeah.
fallen logs.
I was just picturing a modern day setting where, your character's flying around and just lands on a power line, but you're so heavy you snap it. And you're like, well, oops. You go for another spot, like, oh, I didn't do that. Kind of a thing. I don't know why I was just modern D&D in modern times with the same kind of races and stuff would be just outrageous.
Eventually, my character would get smart enough and he would know to land on the power poles, not the lines. Get it eventually.
And then you see,
After like 6 of them.
and then there's like this small house goes up for sale, like in a neighborhood, this old, like 750 square foot house, those really old ones, and then a gnome family moves in and turns into like a 4-story mansion for them. Like this miniature house next to a really big one. You're like, I don't get it. That's pretty messed up. That's the kind of stuff that's the kind of those things that I picture, Just this weird, crazy, like the elven architecture with the curved lines and the wood grain and everything else right next to this stonework dwarven building that is completely different as day and night.
Yeah, you gotta save up, man.
It's like spewing forth dark smoke from the chimney all the time, and when the elf house goes downwind, they just complain.
At least I know I don't have to worry about like spending money on a happy home to live in. You know, I'm just content wherever I end up staying for the night. The simple life, you know.
And the rangers and the druids are sleeping in city parks and stuff like
looks
that.
Around the comfortable,
Yeah.
Looks around the comfortable house. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Well, you know, if you ever try to, you know, step foot outside of your comfort zone, maybe you might understand. But you know, I understand if you're scared.
Wow.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm scared.
Then I dare you. You know, spend the night outside, but no bedroll on the cold hard ground. You know, like I do so many times because I was the one who gave you my bedroll that I never even used.
Mm. Well, see, that's the thing, is I don't sleep like you normal peasants.
Listen.
Sorry,
here.
not you, fearless leader. You're okay. And
Listen
the bird, I
here.
guess. Bird's okay too.
Listen here, you piece of shit. I've been nice to you, despite all the shit you and your goddamn brother have said to me. You want to start shit? Game on.
For all of a sudden, I just pictured Arcleek standing like on one leg with his head buried in one wing when he sleeps, just standing up the entire night.
Damn it.
And you know what? That'd be creepy as all. You know, if you think about it, you're like, oh
That
my
would
god,
be
that's
scary as
Yeah,
hell. Just walk around the corner. Oh god, what is? Oh, never mind. Sorry.
Oh, and he's
Okay.
sleeping. Oh god, he's sleeping. Okay, we're good. Well, everyone else is laying down. Yeah, it would be kind of weird.
Well,
I have a common courtesy to mimic, y'all.
well, if he's not going to appreciate the bedroll my character gave him, I want it back.
You were already
You got that
reimbursed.
thing
for
back
that,
a
yeah.
long time ago.
When did you? You never said you
I gave
gave
it back to you that exact morning. I cleaned it for you and everything.
I don't even
Yeah.
remember you
Ah.
saying. So
He cleaned it and everything. I remember that. It was pretty funny.
okay, well then that's just my
Thank you.
bad memory. That's
I need
just
to
mine.
take this half elf to the examination.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh god.
I need to understand why this half elf is so inferior.
I need an adult, guys.
You need an adult. Sorry, everybody, we're a little bit off track, off topic, but we're now in the delirious stage of the game.
No, I honestly didn't realize you gave the thing back. Okay, so ignore that. That's just my memory being horrible.
No, I think it'd be awesome if your character was that way and you looked around and you actually didn't have your bedroll anymore, you just left it someplace.
Oh, wait a minute.
That would be hilarious. That would actually be quite funny if that's what this the way that, you know, a character was. They just left stuff lying around and never came back for it.
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't really use it much.
That sounds like a really interesting character. I'm gonna have to make one of those up now.
Just, you know, classic forget-me-not, but they forget everything.
Stab somebody with your sword for the finishing blow, never remove it, just walk away.
So
You go,
juice.
yes, and later go, I draw my... Oh.
But yeah, I'd cook the finest meal that I had.
Fancy.
Pork and beans in a can, y'all.
No, I actually read cookbooks, and
Well, you don't have a
You
lot of
know.
fresh food, though, in your house.
I sometimes try to cook.
Oh, you want? He doesn't have fresh food?
Well, he's been gone for weeks now.
We could easily go catch something.
I'm
Yeah.
just going to have my rations, thank you. I'd rather not be poisoned by the
Oh my god. Wow.
Yeah, so you can easily go like collect things from like the neighboring forest.
I could
Wouldn't be that
easily
hard.
just hunt and kill something on my own, probably.
I mean, I know how to make food with whatever I have, so.
I mean, are there usually any, like, deer around the area that one could get? Don't
Well,
there. No.
Actually, a lot of the larger game do not come this far. There's actually not that
I
much.
was gonna say they'd be too afraid of all the scary things we have around the house.
So we're talking like maybe pheasant, maybe quail, possibly
A couple rabbits.
Rabbits, yeah, smaller animals like that. Maybe a fox if you're lucky. If you want to eat a fox.
I ain't killing no fox. I'll take a pet fox.
Yeah. Yeah, pet fox would be cool, but no, if that's a rabbit, that'd be fine.
You know, since I got
Snake.
a friend that has a flock of turkey that go through their their property, maybe I could just have a bunch of dumb turkeys.
Sure, we can find some snake around.
Yeah, snake that works too.
Okay.
So, do you want me to go out and hunt something for everyone to eat?
Sounds like a ranger battle. Who gets the best game?
I'm game.
Yeah,
Rock,
who,
paper,
who can
scissors,
bring me the better meat to cook?
Not me.
Okay,
Ouch.
let's...
Oh, if only you had your second roll
Oh my
there.
Yeah, I wish.
Oh my god. Ow.
Hey, y'all.
What
Oh,
the hell? Wait, how did you get the second roll there?
It is
Oh,
It's on your settings thing.
it is slim
yeah.
pickings. That's all I can say.
So-
Tonight is slim pickings.
if we're having a battle, we should just keep trying to see who wins, because that was a tie, though.
Possum and squirrel. That's what we have.
Awesome.
No, I think this was a roll to see who got, the better thing, and we both tied, so I'd say we should try again.
You guys are
Fuck.
you guys are looking
Why
for
are you getting 8?
Wow.
you guys are looking
I
for a game, and you're finding a whole
Ooh,
lot of
9.
nothing.
Dude, there's nothing in your fucking forest.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
place
that's
is
usual.
God damn it,
I mean,
man.
got a rat.
I kind of look right outside at one of the
There,
rooms that
there
have
we
been
go.
blasted.
There we go, nat 20.
I mean, there's a dead animal right there.
There, I finally got something good. I got a crit.
It doesn't matter. I went with the earlier rolls. It's just
No.
it really is just
Slim pickings.
slim pickings. There isn't really much of anything around here.
Ellie, your house is in a shit location. How the hell do you expect to live off the land in this shitty
The best thing you
area?
find was a groundhog that went to ground as soon as it saw you guys. Like gone.
I walk up to Ellie and hold him on the shoulders like, you live like this?
Wait, may I have my ferret make a survival check to see if it gets anything good? Because it needs to eat too.
Okay. A very
Well,
broth-based stew.
It needs to eat though, so...
I mean, I imagine I have jerky in the house, but okay.
He stars then, god damn it.
You're gonna have to feed your ferret tonight.
Oh, god
So
damn it.
anything you did find, you end up feeding Vladimir.
It's like, really? Really? You can't even... You're a giant ferret. How can you not hunt anything? And it just kind of looks at me like, what?
He found a bunch of dandelions that were just, he just started just playing with those. Or something. There were some interesting bugs.
And you call yourself a carnivore. Jesus.
Oh, God.
I mean,
Yes,
Jesus, I don't understand where you guys are thinking that I'm have nothing. God.
you do have preserved stuff, so...
But the preserved stuff can't be much better than the rations we already have.
Well, that is true.
When you have magic, anything is good.
That is true as well.
So we're just gonna press the
Let's-
It looks
digitation
terrible, but
to
it tastes amazing.
We're gonna press
Even
the-
Arcleek's worms. I'm
Hey.
sorry.
Yes, prestidigitation for the win. And if you think about it, now of all the things, it's like grabbing an RC and it tastes like Coke. Because you can.
My taste buds are so confused.
I get the cheapest pop I can find, and it tastes like the best I've ever had. Every time.
I can just imagine Ellie having stockpiles of fucking instant ramen, and they just put
I can see it. It's so awesome.
mignon and shit.
This tastes like fettuccine. What? How did you do that?
Although
Have,
I kind of imagine, because my character likes intoxicants, she just has a small stockpile of random dried mushrooms in her pack.
Shit.
No, remember the intoxicants
Does it
you like
say-
are the ones from civilized life.
No. I thought I had made it that I like the ones from like civilized, but I'll still deal with the ones I find in
Yes,
nature.
you do find the ones you find in nature. It's just that you don't have as much control over the ones from civilized life because it's like I don't get this. This is awesome.
Yeah, she probably still has a lot of those anyways. Like, yay, random mushrooms. You can eat these guys. They're good for
Again,
you.
a modern day, totally modern day setting, Dungeons and Dragons. You've got, your character would, for example, go into like Aldi's, the cheapest store possible, buy the most generic of everything, and everyone's like, you spend like almost nothing, and you go home and it's like the best meal ever all the time. Thanks to magic.
Yeah, I was gonna say cheap wine.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks it's like top shelf.
Actually, yeah, Aldi's does have cheap wine, I found out. Just not the ones in PA, which pisses me off, because, come on, that's what we need to get with it.
So, I got this box of wine, but it tastes like the best I've ever had.
It was like $2.50. It's amazing, guys.
Everyone's looking at you, are sad person, and then you're just like, hey, whatever, to each their own.
$2 fucking chuck.
She's basically like, she's basically like a redneck with her taste in like stuff. The cheap things are like cuisine for her.
I was thinking fried, but okay.
You're thinking what?
Fried.
Yeah.
You like fried things?
Doesn't matter what it is as long as it's fried.
Yep, because then it doesn't have to have any taste.
My aunt's trying to talk to me from somewhere. I'm ignoring her.
But I think that, like I said, it's just, again, going back to the modern day stuff, there's certain things that it would completely change people's worlds, kind of, because what are you doing? Oh, I have magic to make it taste good. It could be the crap. I don't care. As long as it's not poison, I'm fine.
Think of how little waste of food they'd have, though.
True, because they'd be like, this is great, I'll eat it all.
Well, I meant in the context of also, like, things that would spoil, you can kind of change it so it doesn't taste bad, things like that.
That's true. Well, yeah, but then it's like,
As it's coming to the end of the expiration.
The milk smells funny. I'm going to use prestidigitation.
No cheese.
Nope, I'm chewing it. I'm spitting it out. I'm not, nope. Magic's not helping me there.
Gross.
But I can see that. I can actually see that where it's like, no, I'm stretching it out. Nope, I'm going to stretch it out. I see wizards as being extremely cheap. I don't know why.
Yes.
In a modern setting, I see most magic users like wizards and stuff like that just to be extremely cheapskates. Because they just use magic. Like, why mow the yard when I use magic for it?
It is true.
I'm willing to say that they're just straight up college students.
Kinda.
It's like, I don't have the money to spend, so I'm going to do this instead.
Well, no, the thing is, I have the money. It's going to spell components and research, not to my food or my lawn care.
Like I said, I don't have money. It's going to my books.
Yep.
I mean, look at how many I have.
Cry is the original college student.
That is awesome. But that works. Actually, that works out really well. So, but yeah, it's just, you've got a cellar, and of course in the cellar you've got all your stashed dried meats and in jerky and stuff like that. So, in all your dried goods and barrels and crates, your wine cellar, which is, you haven't really stocked it much, so you've just been dinking away at it here and there.
Yeah.
Wait, he has a wine cellar?
Oh, God.
He comes from an old family, so yes.
Alana's just like, how
Ouch.
much do I have to pay you to have something from the wine cellar? Because I am a bit of a connoisseur.
I'll have the unseen servant bring up my cheapest bottle. Sorry, my cheapest cask, I guess is what I would keep.
Probably. Yeah, you're not going to give her anything in a bottle. Because if it's in a glass bottle, it's worth a lot more.
That's expensive, dude.
My cheapest in a bottle. Oh, well, okay. No. So.
Although, how big is this cask? Because I'm thinking when you say cask,
it's medieval box wine, okay?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, basically think of a small barrel.
Yes.
That would
That's
be
a cask.
So, yeah, she just kind of like grinned, like, thank you profusely. saying like, "Yay, I have good stuff." And everyone's just like, "No, it's not good stuff. It's just crap."
Are you
But
just gonna drink it all?
not all in one night. Jesus Christ, no. I have to savor it.
That's one less mouth to feed. Just a liquid diet.
Oh my god. Although she will like have a bit, she would probably like think this is like the best stuff she's ever had so far.
Maybe. I'm trying to
Maybe.
think of what the other group fed you, and I'm like, yeah, probably nothing really good actually. So.
No, I don't think they paid much attention to that at all.
No.
Nope.
The only thing I got was the long bottom leaf from Dell, and that was, not something I can really eat.
Nope, that's not a food.
No.
Wild chickens. I don't know, where are they? They're all gone. There's nothing around here.
See, they keep escaping, then getting blasted by the protection room. Jesus. It's a poor system. Nobody thought it through.
Or maybe they did.
Just in the middle of the night. Sometimes all you hear is. So, I mean.
Everyone else wakes up and, Ellie just rolls over. Whatever.
Oh, just wake
Another
rolls
chicken.
a chuckle.
It would be funny. Having a magical, Tesla coil that just zaps everything that gets close. Everyone keeps hearing, lightning hit, strike all the time. What is going on? It's sensitive.
Yeah, mosquito. Mosquito.
But anyway, speaking of mosquito, I'd like to see stats for a dire mosquito. I think that'd be hilarious to have in a game.
Oh, God.
It just sucks the life out of you. Drains you dry if it stays attached. It's the size of a large dog. Flies around. I think that'd be pretty cool. That's just me, though. Just throwing that out, the random, crazy monster idea.
If you cut the sucky bit off, do you bleed out because it's a giant straw?
Yes. It just, pours out of you at that point, then.
I don't need this in my life.
What could be worse? Could be even if you have a mosquito the size of a squirrel, that's still disgusting. So, but yeah. So this is a good place to stop for tonight, obviously. So you guys can move on tomorrow morning. You guys are gonna go move to the Steve's house, or you're gonna do the ship, or because they're both kind of. I don't know if you were thinking about going back to the ship or just going to Steve's house.
If we're this close to Ellie's house, I think we should hit the ship along the way, just to see if anything has changed with it.
Okay.
Hope it's still there.
That's cool. Okay. But Kreisman mentioned that he wants to possibly put a hold on for tonight, so because we're up 2 hours in, and I know Blue, you gotta get going to work in the morning, so now is probably a good place to call it for a night if there's any questions or anything, and we'll just pick up next week right where we left off and hit the ship and burn it to the waterline. I mean,
Sounds like a plan.
Sure, why not? I mean,
I'm not a captain, no damn ship.
Can't take it with you. Nobody else gets to have it. I mean, if I can't sell it, then nobody can have it.
Sounds like good logic to me.
So, awesome. So, and we will pick up next Wednesday. Hopefully we'll have everybody on board, and if anybody can't make it, just let me know ahead of time, and any questions, just let me know in between.
Okay.
Thank you all for coming out to the stream,
Yep,
and
sounds good.
for that have been watching, and hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next week.
Okay. Have a good night.
Y'all.